Hello guys, today we will try to download Ubuntu Linux onto the VirtualBox. So first you have to type in VirtualBox onto Google, and then you can press this Oracle VM VirtualBox. Press this and you will see the page, maybe some information about VirtualBox, and then press the downloads on the left side of the web page, and then you can download the platform packages, Windows host, and then you can download the extension pack, all supported platforms, and then it is downloading now. And after it has downloaded, you can go to the files and then launch the software. We can launch our software. Press yes. Click on next. Leave it as default. Click on next again. Leave it as default as well. Click on next. We can start our installation and then press install. It is loading now. And then it has downloaded. The installation is complete. You can press finish, and then we'll wait for a few seconds for the icon to pop up. Press this, and then you will have this. And then click on preferences. Click on extensions. You will press this blue color icon. Press the extension pack. Install. Scroll to the bottom. I agree. And then OK. You have this. And then press OK as well. You will have this. Okay, so after you have finished installing the VirtualBox, you can now download the Ubuntu Linux. So you go to Google and then you search for Ubuntu, and you will see this link, ubuntu.com, Ubuntu Enterprise, and so on. When you press inside, this is how the web page looks like, and then it goes for download. Press download, and then you choose Ubuntu Desktop. After you have finished clicking the Ubuntu Desktop, you'll see two versions of Ubuntu, 20.04.3 and then 21.10. This is the latest version, but this is the most popular version, and most of the people are using this version. So you press download and it will start downloading now. This is how the files look like. Ubuntu-20.04.3-desktop-AMD64. After you have downloaded the Ubuntu, it might take up to 10 minutes, and then you can start to go for your VirtualBox. You are at this page of your VirtualBox, and then you press this new button. Once you press this, you will give your virtual machine a name, such as I will give it as Ubuntu. You should leave the machine folder as its default version. The type should be Linux, as Ubuntu is a type of Linux, and then the version will be Ubuntu 64-bit. There are many other options, but Ubuntu 64-bit is the best. Click on next. You will choose the memory size. It will be best for the arrow to be pointed inside the green area. I will give it as 4216 MB. Press next. Leave it as default. Create the virtual hard disk now. Create. And then you should choose VDI. And also it is the default version. It's a default choice for this. VDI stands for VirtualBox Disk Image. Next, you should choose dynamically allocated. You can read the information about fixed size, but we are going to use dynamically allocated for this. Click on next. You should give it until 30 GB is the best. 30 up to 35 is the best, and press create, and it has created. See, Ubuntu. And then after you have created, make sure you are selecting the Ubuntu. It will show you a blue color, and then press settings. Press settings, you are at the general tab. Basic, you don't need to change anything for basic. Of advanced, you need to change for shared clipboard, and then drag and drop both to bi-directional. And then description, you can leave it empty. You can leave it empty as well. For disk encryption, for system, this is a default view. As long as the green arrow is inside the green area, as long as the arrow is inside the green area, it will be fine. Processor, you can max it out. Acceleration, leave it default. Display, there's nothing to change inside display. And then storage, make sure you are choosing the empty, and then press this blue color icon here, press this, and then choose a disk file. Press this Ubuntu, open, and then the rest of the audio is unnecessary for now. You can try it later by yourself. And after you have finished inserting the Ubuntu, press OK, and then it is done. And then after that, there are many options inside start, but we will go for the normal start. It might take a while. It might take a while. It is loading now. It is currently loading. Please give it some time. And then this is the page you will see at first. After it has finished loading, you can choose English as the language you want. You can press install Ubuntu. Your keyboard layout, I will leave it as English US, the default version as well. Press continue. Leave this bar as empty, but you should tick this box. Install third-party software. Continue. And then after you see this, erase this and install Ubuntu. Press install now. Continue. And it will guide you to this page of where are you in your location. I am currently in Malaysia, so I'll choose Kuala Lumpur. Continue. And this is a name of you. You can set any name about where you want. I will give my name and my birth date. Choose a password. Any password that you would like. Please remember your own password. And then continue. And then it is now loading, and I will skip it to where the end after it has finished loaded. After finish loading everything, this is the web page. You have to restart. You have to close down the virtual machine and restart the virtual machine as well. And then after we started, you will see this page. Choose the one you have selected, you have created, and then type in the password. And then you can press enter key. And then it will guide you to this. This is how the Ubuntu Linux looks like. And then these are some features inside Ubuntu Linux. Firefox is available. You have Thunderbird Mail, Files, VirtualBox, LibreOffice Writer, Ubuntu software, and so on, and Trash and so on. And then for the last question, yeah, as a student, which operating system would I choose? For me, I would choose Windows as the operating system for me to use, because I started using Windows at the start, at the very beginning, so I'm very familiar on the shortcut keys, where to search for the key features, and Google and so on. And then as a student, we might face a lot of problems, like how we don't know what to do if we encountered any errors. It is very easily we can just go to Google, and then we can type out the problem, and then there will be many people out there to help us, because a lot of people are using Windows as the operating system. Ubuntu Linux, there are also people using Ubuntu Linux, but it is not as popular as Windows.